Well, the trailer's hooked up. It is Tuesday, January 17th. We filled the tires up 50 psi. Make sure we're not going to run underinflated. So, we have a bit of a ride ahead of us, so see if you can guess where we're going to be going with the trailer and what we're going to be doing. Alright, we're back. We didn't have an opportunity to videotape the site where we got these from, but we have something in the trailer. And see if anyone guesses what they are. There's 8 of them, and it's 800 pounds. So let's check the tires and see how the tires are doing. Alright, hand can fit on that one without burning skin off. Let's see what this one feels like. Alright, that one's nice and cool, so bearings are doing good. We just have to unhook this. We'll get the dolly, trailer dolly on there. Gotta have to put it on the side here so that we're going to be able to unload it tomorrow. If I get the car back in a turnaround, so maybe we're going to put it down here. Okay, I'm going to put the car back in the turnaround, put this back by the garage for the night because it's getting dark, and we'll unload it tomorrow. Good afternoon, Wednesday, January 18th. So you had some time to think about it. You could have left your thoughts in the comments. We took the trailer yesterday and we drove for a bit and we picked up some things. And this is what they are. There's 8 of them, 4 foot by 6 foot. They weigh 100 pounds each. And I'll give you a little bit more time to think about what we're going to use them for while I prep, and then we're going to get started before we run out of sunlight. Okay, if you thought we're using those 4 by 6, 3/4 inch thick, 100 pound horse mats to put next to the sawmill because it's pretty muddy, then you were right. So we're going to try to bring out a couple more of those. Someone, like, they're being reused, so someone power washed all these, and I thought of maybe reusing them for their stuff, but they're getting rid of them, so it's kind of sad to make them muddy, but this is what I need them for. And you can see over here, as I was trying to rake out some of this sawdust here. So what did they use in the old days in freezers and refrigerators to keep things cold? Well, they used ice, but what kept the ice blocks in the summertime from thawing? And the answer is what? Sawdust. That sawdust experienced, you know, probably not single digits, but definitely teens, low teens. Froze it really solid, and that is just all frozen sawdust. That is not thawing, even though it's almost 50 degrees. So, note to self, if you want to insulate something, pack it in sawdust. You can kind of see that the ground's thawing, so we're sinking in and making more ruts. So we're going to switch from this cart over to this cart. What this cart is I've taken the lawn roller and we had a bracket made, and we've mounted some plywood, and we're going to use that so that as we're pulling, instead of leaving ruts with the tires of the cart, this is actually going to roll flat, and it'll roll the lawn and not make ruts. So this is a little wood chip box we made that can go on either cart, and we bolt it down and we fill it with wood chips, latch it up, and then we can go out on the trail and dump a big load of wood chips wherever we need it. But we need to move this off, and right now it's not bolted down, so we're just gonna put it over on these two planks for now and use the cart for the mats. Okay, we have 3 more, so it's 300 pounds that we're pulling on the roller. You can kind of see the track it leaves now is a flattened track, but it is still pulling a 300-pound roller through the mud. And just so you don't think this is the best thing since sliced bread, it only works on soft, even, well, hard, but even ground. This little board that ran over here when I was pulling it out is not very high, but because it tipped at such an angle, a cantilever like this, it tipped it over to the side. So it doesn't take much to tip it because it doesn't have a wide wheelbase when you put a bump in the middle of it. So it's not the best flatness, but part of that is because part's thawed and muddy and part is still frozen underneath. So when things thaw more in the spring, we'll reset those and see what we got. Okay, 3 more. We have to get off the trailer, bring them back, put them somewhere for now. Maybe you can tell, maybe you can't, but it's getting kind of mucky out. And that's why our mats here will help. We're going to bring the log dolly with the logs right up here. Won't be stuck in the mud. We'll have a little bit better working room to get them up onto the sawmill. So today we need to take all this old sawdust and stuff. We're going to put it on that cart, so we have to switch carts. Put on that cart, take it into the trail, put it on the trail as fill. That would be good. This cart needs to get parked back over here, and I think we need to pick up our supplies over here and head in. It's probably going to be time to make some dinner. Maybe some carrots and celery, maybe a vegetable soup with some noodles. That's what we're thinking. This is that 4 foot by 4 foot, 1/2 inch pressure treated that we had back on it by the sawmill. And you can see this used to be the top to the kids sandbox, and there's 4 eye bolts that was strapped down to keep the cover from coming off during the wind or animals. So I think we're going to pull those eye bolts off because they're just hard to shovel stuff off of when stuff that's sticking through. And then we're going to take it back there and see how we can repurpose it as part of the sawmill. What's left for today is we got to put these sideboards, kick plates back on the side where they go, and then put this back over there out of the way. And as extra credit for those that stayed till the very end of class, we get to take out the compost bucket. Alright, it is raccoon proof. The raccoon dragged it over, threw it down these stairs, the lid didn't come off, so he went away, or she went away, I don't want to be sexist there, and didn't come back, so that was good. But now we gotta take a walk to the back. Okay, there we have it. A bunch of compostable stuff from the house on the compost pile, and some of the animals will come and eat some of it, and then some of it will decompose into compost. And in case you ever wondered what the inside of a compost bucket looks like, that's it. Looks like just a bunch of potato peels, a couple almonds. Yeah, we'll have to rinse that out on the way back. If you're still watching, after the compost extra credit, here's extra credit. So we had 3 mats left over. We put 5 of them over there. So we're going to use, I think we're going to use these for our wood, sawn, milled lumber, sawn wood, whatever. We're going to put it down and put those mats on top to keep the water off, so they dry quicker, lets air come through the sides, but also some weight so that they don't warp, whatever. It keeps a little bit of weight on the board so they dry straight.